Hello, everybody. This is Spiritual Teacher for You. My name is Cassie. I'm laughing because I feel a little elated right now. So, whoever's energy that is, thank you. Now, this is going to be a little bit different. And there's so many things that I want to say to you guys. But normally I give a little bit of messages up front that I've been feeling, and then I go into a reading. I have a whole notebook full of downloads and messages and symbols and things that I want to get out, that I don't think I'm going to do any tarot or any oracle cards in this reading. So if that's all you're interested in, then you can check out the next video, which will be a reading, okay, for with cards. So also, you guys, my mic, I thought, was working this whole time, and I've been recording voice or just voice things like on my guided meditations. And I was like, why does the sound so bad? I just got this mic. It's because it wasn't working. My mic was from the camera and not the mic that I bought specifically to do a better sound. And I'm sure people have been struggling to hear my videos still and just being too polite to say anything. And I'm listening to my guided meditations or the affirmations I put out, and I'm like, this sounds shitty. Nobody's going to want to listen to this. So you guys, I'm going to re-record everything that I've posted the last few times that just had sound and no video, and put those out again with my mic working. So the sound should be better. And yeah, if it ever goes back to the other way, let me know in the comments. Let me know hey, your mic's not working again. I had to change the settings. It defaulted back to my camera instead of the mic. Moving on, okay? So, I do want to go through the fact that happened, though, you guys. I feel like that you're finding your voice, because and in finding your voice, you're using your intuition, and those go hand in hand, because I had to, I was looking at the settings, trying to get it to work. And then I was like, something went, restart the camera. So I closed out the camera app on my laptop and then reopened it, and voila. So your intuition is hand in hand with finding your voice. Finding your voice means you are listening to your intuition, and finding your voice means that you are saying out loud what your intuition is telling you. So there's something here about that. So if you feel like you've been getting information, and my throat is actually it feels really straining right now to talk. So I feel like someone here may be having a sore throat, or something about their throat, not speaking truly how you feel, or not speaking your full truth here. That's been coming up a lot lately in my readings and stuff. So the collective right now, I feel, is healing that throat chakra. We've been, as a society, holding back so much, and that is exactly what this goes into. And I put a post earlier on my Facebook, Spiritual Teacher for You. I put something about just being authentically you, and how as a society we're so pressured into these to conform to what society deems as acceptable, and we're afraid to be weird and awkward and not know what to say, and we're afraid to be in silence. We feel like we have to take up the space all the time. If I feel like the people that are drawn to this reading, I guess, this channeled message really is are people who are so tired and exhausted from being someone they're not, or hiding part of yourself, or like when you're hiding so much of who you are, it's exhausting and it drains you. And that's why a lot of people will want to hermit or be kind of to themselves, because when they're by themselves, they don't have to be someone else. And so I just feel the collective here who's been hiding, but and you know what I'm going to say? It feels like you're coming out of hiding, okay? It feels like you're coming out. I just got this really strong feeling to undo my braid. Wow, that was weird. Okay. I did a braid because I took a shower. My hair is still wet, and I thought it looked too wet, like I was like a drowned wet rat or something. So, okay, that was weird. That was a weird feeling. I don't know if I like it. Okay, I'm just gonna go with it. Okay, so some things that I got while I was getting ready for this well, I thought it was going to be a reading, but way too many downloads came through, was I felt the impulse to wear a lot of jewelry. Like, I had 3 necklaces on at one point. I was like, Cassie, you're being ridiculous. Choose one. And immediately the not the butterfly, butterfly though, the dragonfly came out, and I actually took it with me on a trip this weekend, but I didn't have it on a necklace. I just had it with me. And so it traveled with me, and I saw a dragonfly this weekend while I was driving, and then I felt the strongest impulse to wear it. And that golden color inside there is amber, I believe. So amber is a gemstone that you may be wearing, or you may be attracted to, or maybe this is spirit saying wear amber, okay? And that kind of goes with the sacral chakra. My dog is howling, which is so funny because one of the things was my dog howling while I was writing down all this information. So that's definitely in there. Okay, I just had a really cool download that I have to say. I thought I needed to go in order, but it feels like this needs to come out now. I just heard rolling with the homies, and it made me think of Clueless, where Brittany Murphy is like, finally is like just being herself, and she's like, rolling with the homies, and she has that laugh. So the movie Clueless, and I've also been seeing, is her name Alicia Silverstone? I think that's who the main girl is. And that yellow and black plaid, like buffalo check jacket that she has is coming to mind. So yellow, the colors yellow and black. I'm thinking of a bumblebee, which a bumblebee is one of the symbols that did show up for me, for you guys, which is the bumblebee's about productivity, being busy doing something that fulfills you. It's almost an impulse. I feel like their instinct, it's just their drive to do what they do. And so there's this like this drive I feel in you, just pushing you forward. Some of you may even feel like someone's pushing you literally. Just this energy to go forward is there. But yeah, so, and also I was remembering, I feel like some of you resonate with that movie because she literally went through an awakening in that movie. She purged all, like, and donated to charity. She realized she couldn't control anybody's path, and she just past came out there too. So maybe that's a message for someone. You can't control the past because it's already happened. You can only control the present moment. You can't control the future. And even if you think about it, you can't even control the present moment because there's so many external circumstances, right? So this whole control, there's something about letting go of control. You just can't control everything. You just can't. So there's this surrendering, this flow that I'm feeling when she finally let go of trying to control, and she finally allowed herself to just be and allow others to just be. then she found love and happiness, right? If you've never seen that movie, I don't want to ruin it for you. So, it's a good movie. I feel like it's timeless, honestly. Not necessarily. I mean, it's definitely a time capsule in a certain decade, but it's a timeless. The values in it are timeless. So, okay. Let's get back to the messages. I'm having fun. I hope you guys are. Like, I have this energy of fun right now, and I'm getting the urge to rebraid my hair. So there's something about letting your hair down, letting your hair loose, which, if you don't understand what that means, I believe that is literally have not literally, figuratively let your hair down. Stop caring so much. Stop trying to be so perfect. That's definitely a big message I'm feeling. Um Gosh, I just see somebody like having to have things in place and in a certain way. This could be some OCDness, honestly. Which we all enjoy things being a certain way, to a certain extent, but then when it controls you, that's when it becomes OCD, obsessive compulsive. And so I don't know. And I feel like a lot of people actually have OCD, and I hear someone saying suffer from OCD, which I feel like, so some of you have like a really severe case of it, and it feels like a suffering. So there's something here about, okay, this is a new message coming in that I don't have anything written down about OCD. It's like some of you want relief from this, but you don't know how, is what I'm picking up on. And you're just asking, like, oh my God, why am I like this? So what is it? I'm feeling it links to one of your chakras. Which chakra does OCD? It says a compulsive. Oh, my sacral is lighting up, and the orange from the dragonfly. And I just noticed the orange from my lighter. And citrine. I have a citrine moon here. So, and the moon was also significant. That was something that I wrote down. So the moon here is letting me know this feels like a shadowy thing. So almost like you're ashamed of this OCD. It feels like Spirit wants you to address the OCDness. I don't know. It's really coming forward. I'm feeling like pain, almost like a pain in my sacral. So some of you may suffer from like irritable bowel syndrome. I'm getting IBS. Some of you may have just like stomach issues or digestive issues. Maybe your stomach's been paining more than usual. I'm definitely picking up on lower belly area. I'm getting feminine energy here. Okay. All right. I got a phone call, but I'm hearing Spirit say, let them leave a message, even though I know who it is. I guess they just want me to keep going with the messages and they can leave a message. So my throat is getting so dry here, guys. This message feels hard to get out, if I'm being honest. I keep getting interrupted. And now my throat dried up so fast. But look, I have the tool right next to me. In fact, when I was doing this reading or coming in here to do this, I grabbed a cup, but it only had so much in it. And it was like, you're going to finish that, grab some water. And so I did, and there I needed it. So yeah. Okay, let's keep going. You guys, it's a lot of information. We're 14 minutes in and I have barely gotten through any of this. So I may do a couple of videos talking about some of this stuff. So bear with me. I'm just going to go with the flow here. And that's like the big message I feel, is going with the flow. Also, somebody uses their hands a lot because I don't normally use my hands so much in a message. Or maybe I do. I need to go back and do that research and see. Okay, so there's something there about reflecting. Reflecting on your actions and writing down your thoughts to be able to go back and reflect on them, for sure. That's coming through. Oh, Lord, so much. I'm getting heart chakra energy. My heart's lighting up, though. It's like a good, like somebody likes to work out here. This is like a pumping, like somebody's doing like cardio, or their heart's pumped up. They're excited. They're working out. I feel like, or doing something that really gets your heart going, maybe working out in the yard. Somebody's cutting grass. They're in the garden, just enjoying nature right now, even though it's stupid hot right now. Um, Such extremes, y'all, with weather. Such extremes, extreme weather. Yes, storms. I definitely feel that. I feel a storm, metaphorically too. Like, that was hard to get out. You see, like, it's like this energy of wanting to stop these messages. So these seem to really be important to get out here. Yeah, Spirit's confirming that for me. All right. I feel like I'm ready to go now back to my notes. So I showed you the moon, the citrine, and then moldavite. If you have moldavite, I'm getting that is going to help you make the transition you need to make into a higher elevation. I was trying to get it like, Spirit wants me to shine a light on it so you can see the transparency when a light's through it, because it becomes a totally different look to it. It becomes almost like sea glass. It's so beautiful. It's mesmerizing. I mean, even to hold it. Here, let's see if I can show it this way. Yeah, look at that. Look how cool that looks. But then when you just hold it like this, it's so dark. You would have no idea that light could shine through it like that. So there's something mysterious here. Yeah. Something kind of hidden. Yeah, beneath the moon, moldavite, there's something hidden here that's subconscious. I'm feeling for some of you it's in the heart, like you've buried some really deep feelings and they're coming to the surface. And somebody can see through your heart. They can see through to your heart is what I'm getting. And this moldavite kind of reminds me of a heart. So yeah, and it's green like the heart chakra, and I burned a green candle, and there's another green stone that was in there. I don't know what this is, but it feels like slate. It's very slate feeling, smooth, and whereas this is very bumpy. So I'm getting the message of things are going to be kind of up and down for a little bit. Things will feel like they're going very smooth for a time, and then I'm hearing that it'll get kind of bumpy. But yeah, somebody can see your heart and they love what they see. It's beautiful to them. Oh my gosh, I'm getting emotional. They feel very emotional towards you. Whew, I need to breathe through that one. That's a very intense feeling. It's good. It's very warm. It's love. Someone loves you very much. Wow. Or you love someone very much. I feel both of those. Okay. And that makes sense because my next note is black and white. Notice I haven't worn this top in a very long time. It's not my favorite top. I don't particularly like it. It's very comfortable. Interesting. There is a message there. Okay, so somebody here is they keep doing something or wearing something or being with somebody or staying in a job because it's comfortable, even though they may not like where or what or how or whatever's happening. So I feel someone in a very comfortable place. You know what to expect. I like this shirt because it flows. Here, I'm going to stand up. It flows, so it kind of like, it makes me feel comfortable. I don't feel like anything's clinging or that I'm like, which is silly, right? It's covering up what I feel like needs to be covered up. And this is another message that came through very clearly. Why do we hide ourselves? Why do we tug on our shirts and and try to cover up our bellies or our arms? I feel like I'm probably talking to some feminines here, but maybe even dudes, like masculines. But I feel like as a society, we feel pressured to cover up if we have what what society sees as fat or extra or saggy or whatever. And it's like, why? This is a body that we're living in. And, everybody chooses to take care of their bodies in different ways. We've all not taken care of our bodies at some point. And then we've all decided to take care of our bodies at some point. And some people go back and forth. And then I feel like there's the collective now that I'm feeling that they're seeing either the repercussions of not taking care of their bodies. And then I'm also feeling the ones that are like, oh my, if I want to last a long time, I need to get this to get, I need to figure out what's going on. There goes my throat again, you guys. That is a huge message that a lot of people, sugar is poison. Sugar is poison. That's what I keep hearing. Like, sugar is so processed and so icky, sticky, ooey gooey. It just completely slows everything down. I was talking to my sister earlier that during the weekend is when I tend to make worse bad choices about eating and what I put in my body and what I'm doing. And I feel so sluggish and bloated. And then no wonder Monday feels terrible, because I'm having to detox all the crap that I put into my body over the weekend. And it takes until Wednesday before I actually feel motivated to do things or to connect with you guys. If I'm being honest, like today is Monday when I'm recording this, but this is a timeless message. These are messages that are timeless for sure. You're going to see them when you're meant to see them. And even if you don't feel ready for the message now, I feel like you'll come back to it when you are ready to like really hear it, But over the weekend, I was filling my body with poison, and then I was having to detox on Monday and Tuesday. And then Wednesday, I'd wake up with so much more energy. It's like, wow, why do I feel so good today? Thursdays are my best day, because I'm finally back to myself, And I've been on a health journey for like really focused now for about 4 months. And I made some comparisons, and I have made progress, but it's like, I know what's holding me back now. I had like that epiphany, and I was telling my sister that, and she was like, "Oh yeah, and she's also on a health journey." So we're going about it in different ways, but it rings true to each of our paths. And I love that we're doing it differently, It just proves that you have to do what's right for you. That's the other thing. These diets, they're anyways, I don't want to go, Spirit saying don't go into that. My thing is, I'm a big proponent for shoot, got distracted there. See, I'm a big proponent for listening to your body. Are you craving salty stuff? Maybe your body is low on sodium. What is your body craving? And also pay attention to how your body reacts to food. If you eat bread and then you have an upset belly, something's not working, right? If you have milk or cheese and then you're on the toilet for hours, something's not right. If you eat bread and then you break out in little bumpy bumps, something's not right. And it's just like, well, your body, I hear it saying, are you going to listen to me? I'm showing you signs. And it's really just about going, okay, body, I'm listening. And then just kind of, okay, I'm going to put my conscious into my feet. Let me feel my feet. Oh, they want to ground. They're telling me to plant my feet. And I had them up on the stool and like at an angle, and now they're saying plant your feet. And now I immediately see roots attaching themselves to my feet, right? And so let's move up to our calves. Check those out. Mine are kind of tingly, probably from the connecting to the roots. I'm not going to keep going, but you get what I'm saying? Like, feel the energy that flows through you. Feel the different tingles and your body's trying to speak to you. We are energy. Those tingles are energy. It's interacting with a world that you can't see. You don't see energy, but it's taking energy to move my hand right now, but you don't see it, right? So I feel like that is the connection between science and whatever this is that we can't see. I feel like people can get on board so good with science because it's what we can see. What there's evidence, right? Science is based on evidence, and this you can't see. But there is evidence, but it takes a certain awareness to see the evidence, whereas science, although we've come far, and see, I got stopped because we've come far in our discoveries with science. So our belief in things that, I mean, it's elevated over time. There are things that we know now, there's evidence because we have the tools and machines to show evidence of it. So science, the bridge, that's what I'm feeling, you guys, the bridge between science and the unknown, it's bridging. That's why there's a bridge and it's bridging here, because I feel like that is the disconnect for so many of us. And as a planet, that's what we're doing. We are connecting the unseen with the seen, the undiscovered with the discovered. We're bridging that. And there's going to be more and more evidence I'm hearing of the unknown, of things that we've never discovered before, because we're developing the machinery to do it. You guys, I had none of that written down for show. That's what I mean. I feel like, yeah, I'm probably going to end here. I feel like that message meant to come out, and yeah, I'm probably going to keep going because I feel on a roll, but I'm going to go to a new video now and start. Let me check off what I've talked about here, and then we'll start on the next go round. So yeah. Thank y'all for being here. Let me know if you have been experiencing any of this or been thinking about it, or if this has got you thinking about it now. The black and white thing is coming back. Black and white is balance. Yeah. And it's duality, it's contrast, it's light, it's shadow, it's good, it's good, it's bad. I don't like those labels at all, but someone here resonates with that. Because good has such a connotation to it of it has to be this way because it's good, or it's good because it's this way. That feels more accurate. And then this is bad because it's bad, like, what do we deem as bad? There's like this whole spectrum of what we deem as good and bad. So it's really, there are things of the light that we know are of the light, very obviously. And then we know there are things that are of the shadow, very obviously. So that there's like blurred lines here of between good and bad, or light and dark, that I'm feeling that someone might be struggling with. Okay. Yeah, someone here is going through, like, I see a dark phase, because that was my heart. My heart started hurting. My hurt started hearting. My hurt started hearting. Yeah, so someone here is healing. That's really beautiful. So spirit is encouraging you to keep going, keep healing, keep doing what you're doing, because it's a snowball. I almost said tumbleweed. So there might be something, maybe Texas it comes to mind, but there's this snowball thing that I'm feeling that once you get started on your healing journey, it starts off very tiny, but man, once you start opening up and healing those chakra centers and getting balanced and realizing who you are, and it just gets bigger and bigger, and you get more open, and it really just, it opens your mind and your world and the possibilities, and you start to see the truth. You guys, I'm getting emotional. This healing is very beautiful. So thank you for letting me experience that. I love you guys so much. And I'm really sending you all so much love and light. I really feel empathetic. I feel a lot towards you guys. I want everyone to experience a healed state of being, because it's so much better than living in fear and doubt and insecurity. It feels so much lighter. And so I feel like everybody just should welcome healing into their life any way that they can. And I'm just going to say this out loud right now because I feel very strongly about it. I know sometime in the future, I don't know how far into the future, but I will be part of a healing center in some aspect, either creating it or just being part of a healing center that already exists. I know it. I feel it. I see signs all the time. I can tell that's where I'm heading. I feel so confident about it. I'm willing to say it to you guys that I'm going to be part of some kind of healing center. And that's all I have at this time. I do feel like mountains are involved for some reason. So that's the only other thing I keep getting is mountains and healing center. And there are so many signs that I see going towards that. And I can't help but to I even feel compelled to tell y'all. So I just know it's there. But yeah, that's all for this video. On to the next. Bye, guys.